today. Sorry I'm a little bit sniffly today. I'm having terrible allergies, but I will do my best. Welcome in, everybody. How's everyone doing? Y'all doing well, I hope? Hey, Judge Groovy Man, California Kid, R&B Pikachu, we hate allergies. Yes, we do. I know I do. Allergies suck. There. No bueno. No bueno, senor. Alright, so we're going to start off with Star Wars. We're on issue number 14 so far. So, making pretty good progress through this. FU allergies, yes. Yes, allergies are bad. Bad. So, I guess we'll just get right into this. This is Carmine Infantino, still doing the artwork. Famous Batman artist from the 60s. Yeah, see. Wow, look at those muscles. We got more muscles. Those hands have taken the lives of so many cheaps with the Super Scope. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That was a good time. That was fun. Alright. Sorry. Long ago, in a galaxy far away, there exists a state of cosmic civil war. A brave alliance of underground freedom fighters has challenged the tyranny and oppression of the awesome galactic empire. This is their story. It's Gamoch! There's Gamoch. There's Gamoch. How you doing? Welcome in. Continuing the saga begun by George Lucas, released by 20th Century Fox. Archie Goodwin, writer-editor. Carmine Infantino and Terry Austin as artist. Denise Wall, letterer. Janice Cohen as colorist. James Shooter, consulting editor. This is The Sound of Armageddon. Hola, my buenas. That's Gamoch. It's hopeless, R2. Nothing any of us says is reaching Chewbacca. He's convinced Master Luke played a part in Han Solo's death, and he won't stop until he tears us and this entire ship's prison to pieces. 3PO, quit talking and help me. What do you call someone who fights an enraged Wookiee barehanded? Dead. An old cantina joke. Luke Skywalker is not dead yet. But he'd be the first to admit that things don't look hopeful here on this obscure water world of the star sun Drexel, for even if he and Chewie resolve their misunderstanding... ... Their fight is but one small, barely related incident in a much wider war. Oh, hey, we got like a full double page splash on the top. It's pretty cool. And just outside the hull of the great city ship that holds them, the war goes on in all its fury. It's pretty cool artwork. I'd put that up on my wall if I had the original art for it. That'd be cool. As serpent-riding dragon lords storm against Hydra skimmers of the ship dwellers, it is a conflict that has been building for over a generation, since men first crashed on this harsh planet, and one faction split from the larger group. Now they war, and this may very well be the final battle. Sorry. The Sea Dragons are in a frenzy, Governor Quarg. No matter what damage we inflict, they keep coming. Somehow their masters know I'm onto the greatest prize of all, Commander. and are willing to destroy themselves trying to wrest it from me. But Your Honor, it's us that's being destroyed. If things keep going as they are, we won't have a skimmer left. Oh, you want to focus? You want to focus? Okay. We've got to set sail, sir. Move the ship before... Move? You mean flee, you cowardly sea scud? And we'd have to shut down the sonic jammer to do it, when it's locked in on the biggest spacecraft we've ever netted. It's too big, Governor. The technos say the jammer can't bring it down. We're drawing all the power from the ship's engines, just trying. You'll all try harder or hang. It's up there in orbit, Commander, and I want it. He's trying to pull down an Imperial Star Destroyer with his little jamming device. However that works. It was once an Imperial cruiser, wrecked in battle. It was refitted and reconditioned by Crimson Jack and his Star Pirates at great cost and great effort. I wish I was a Star Pirate. It seems like a cool job. And the last thing they want is to see it lost on a world of endless ocean. Chief Engineer, have you learned what in the civilized systems has its claws into us? Seems to be a jammer, Captain Jack. Uses sonic waves to disrupt our drive. I heard it was a favorite trick of space wreckers in the Cortine asteroid belt. They made out smartly, stripping cargo from vessels they wrecked until the old Republic put them on the run. Could be they ran into this world below. A very good guess, as all readers of last issue know. I don't want a history lesson, man. Can we escape the blasted thing? If our emergency drive can outlast their jammers, Captain, right now, looks like a draw. This is that blasted Han Solo's doing. He lured me into this mess with tall tales of rebel treasure just so he could rescue Princess Leia. Jolly, what's the report from the hold? How did Solo and his furry first mate escape with the woman? They took advantage of the confusion when that jammer thing hit us and fought their way to the Millennium Falcon. If that smuggling ship can fly, what about all our boarding craft? Sabotaged, Captain. Before the three of them blasted off, they're long gone, and it's partly my fault. I wouldn't have been caught off guard no matter what happened, except that Princess kept filling my head with thoughts about things other than pirating. Things such as being attracted to a man for the first time, a man like Han Solo. Oh my goodness. Here's an ad for skateboards. There's some late 70s skateboards right here. Pretty cool. Alright. Hey, new dev guy, how's it going? How you doing today? And Han Solo, despite the worst fears of his Wookiee friend, Chewbacca, and despite being knocked off the crash-landed Millennium Falcon by a Hydra Skimmer cannon blast, is alive and wet in the hands of the Dragon Lords. Sorry, I've got, like, terrible allergies today, so... yeah. Which leaves only one other Star Warrior unaccounted for. Princess Leia Organa, once senator from Alderaan, now a guiding figure in the Rebel Alliance. Entrapped with Han Solo's downed spacecraft. They've stopped towing the ship. That means I can expect visitors soon. Thank the Force their lasers don't seem to be functioning at full strength if Han and Chewbacca weren't hit directly in the attacks shown last month. They could have survived, but since I wasn't out of the hatch when the blast came, I may be the only lucky one. In which case, I'll see that those skimmer-riding killers don't get away scot-free with what they've done. Ludum Dare? Sounds Latin. As Princess Leia sets her blaster for kill, new attention falls on the Millennium Falcon from high above. There's a year's worth of metal and spare parts in that craft, Your Honor. Why fight to haul down that orbiting monster when this one has fallen in our laps? Because if we succeed, it will mean metal parts and plunder for a lifetime, you dolt. We'll have weapons enough to wipe the sea dragons and their masters off this world forever. We'll make this planet truly ours, something my fool of a father who brought us here was never able to do. But Governor Quag! The jammer isn't budging that big starship. The Dragon Lords will sink us long before it ever has power enough to... You're shouting yourself to death, Commander. The solution floats at the dock below us. But it means a reprieve for the Master Machinesmith and his droids. Which might cheer Luke, 3PO, and R2-D2 if they lived to hear about it. It worked, sir. You got him to trip over me, but won't he be even angrier when he gets up? R2, now! Ludum Dare is a game jam that was this weekend. Round 1 is over 2 hours. Oh, okay, I see. Satisfy your meat tooth. Man, I really want a pizza Slim Jim. I want to know what that tastes like. Here's a Nabisco ad for free bikes, burgers, and candy bars. That's kind of neat. Use your extinguisher, full blast. Spray foam spews from the R2 unit, foam generally used to smother the flames of ship-to-ship space battle, but which now chokes off air and smothers the raging Wookiee with unconsciousness. Whew, that saves us from killing each other for a while, but... Skywalker, Governor Quag wants you and your mechanicals now. And a short while later, you want to link the Millennium Falcon's engines with those of your city ship? To provide the extra power my sonic jammer needs. Only you and your droids have the technical know-how to get it done quickly enough. That's why they haven't been scrapped. And you aren't swinging from a yardarm for betraying us. Why, you fat-faced excuse for a leader. My friends were on this ship, and one of your skimmers gunned them down. Is it any wonder I blew it out of the water? I'm only sorry you weren't aboard. Not all your friends perished, Skywalker. It cost us a good number of men to dig out this hidden survivor. Now shall I make the obvious threats, or will you begin work at once? As Governor Quag smiles triumphantly, something brushes against his boot. He kicks out automatically. The mouse-like lizards are shipboard scavengers. Harmless nuisances, always underfoot, scarcely worth a second thought. This particular nuisance swims to the perimeter of combat, where it attaches itself to a wounded sea dragon. Soon, it is carried far from the city ship to an underwater mountain. And the secret world locked within it. Another dragon injured. The battle grows more devastating with each moment. We're fortunate to have gotten you here when we did, Mr. Solo. Yeah, these air pocket caverns make a refreshing break in some pretty damp scenery, friend. If you hadn't grabbed me after I was stunned by that laser blast, I'd have drowned for sure. But, you know, there's a suspicious side of me that keeps wondering why you bothered. Oh, there's that ad again for Hans Solo and Princess Organa. Because in a war to the death, you could never have too many allies. Interesting philosophy. You positive these king-sized serpents understand it? Absolutely, Mr. Solo. They taught it to us. If they had felt otherwise, we so-called dragon lords would have perished at sea a generation ago and we deserted the city ship. The dragons are intelligent life forms? Exactly. We don't rule them, we coexist with them. It's something Governor Quarg and his fellow wreckers could never accept or comprehend. No more than they realize that these little fellows are the children of the dragons and form our spy system on this great planet. Hans Solo. I wonder if he knows Peter Palmer. Yeah, probably. Good old Peter Palmer. Inside the quarters constructed from salvaged parts of wrecked spacecraft, they communicate with sound, right? Pitched beyond human hearing at ultrasonic levels. Unfortunately, what's now being communicated is grim indeed. Your ship will be used to augment the power of Korg's sonic jammer. Its sound waves can drive some dragons mad. Each time it's used, the more sensitive ones become frenzied and attack. Today it is operated constantly, and its effect has spread. The entire sea dragon population is feeling it and fighting it. And at the moment, winning. Okay. Oh, here's that awesome contest. The first prize, you get to fly with your family, limited to 4 people, to New York and back. You stay for 3 days and 2 nights, all expenses paid. We'll take you on a tour of the Marvel Comics art office. An artist will draw you into an upcoming issue of your favorite Marvel comic book. You'll be part of the action right along with one of Marvel's famous superheroes. I wonder who won this contest and which book they're in. And then they'll take you to the Statue of Liberty and some stuff. And then when your comic book adventure is published, we'll send you 15 copies for your family and friends. Seems pretty cool, eh? What comic book would you like to be drawn into? If you could be into any comic book, what comic book would you like to be into? That's a kick butt contest? It sure is, yeah. Second prize sucks. You get a superhero watch. That's all you get. You get a crappy watch. And you can buy the watch right here. There's the ad for the superhero watch. So like the second prize sucks, but the first prize is awesome. You would be in Wonder Woman? Okay. Well, this is Marvel, so what Marvel comic would you be into? I don't think Wonder Woman's an option, though. Because you're going to the Marvel office. Yeah, upcoming Marvel comic book. I'd be in whatever comic has the least dangerous enemies. Put me into a Red Sonja comic and have her punch me in the face or something. Spider-Man seems fairly safe. Yeah, Spider-Man would be interesting. I would demand from the Marvel artists to draw me into Wonder Woman and Batman 2. Oh boy. Yeah, I don't know. It'd be kind of cool to have them draw you into like Star Wars, so you could be part of old Star Wars. But I don't know, it'd also be kind of cool to be into X-Men or Spider-Man or I don't know, whatever. Any of them I think would be pretty great. Destruction. It takes on many faces and forms during the long day of fighting. It visits both sides indiscriminately and often. I know it's not Marvel, but for example, I wouldn't live in the Dragon Ball universe. People can blow up planets casually. Yeah, they blow up planets in Star Wars too. I feel like that sort of thing even happens in like Fantastic Four. When you have like Galactus and he just like eats planets or something. Sea dragons, ship dwellers, serpent riders, space wreckers, all feel its touch. All pay the price. Just don't put me in the Warhammer 40k universe. I won't last a second. Skywalker. The Dragon Lords are smashing through the outer floats. What's taking you and those robots so long? My men have completed their part of the task. Must I start hurting the young lady? No, this isn't like repairing skimmers. It's complicated. Spider-Man, I deal with what? A dude in a rhino costume robbing a bank? I'm not at a bank often. True, true. Yeah, Spider-Man's much lower tier. He's dealing with local, just like, hooligans and whatnot. And occasionally some minor supervillain who thinks he can get rich because he's got superpowers and he can just rob banks and stuff. He's not really dealing with, like, world-ending threats, you know? How does it look, 3PO? His honor is fussing worse than a Tusken Raider with a collapsed moisture collector. R2 is double-checking all connections on the printout, sir. It appears everything will work just as you hoped, unless... Wong! Something unforeseen happens. As of all the moments for a sea dragon to break through the inner defenses, have R2 activate the link up with the city ship's engines before that thing batters loose all the connections made by Quarg's men. I'll try to shut the outer hatch before we're flooded. But something has beaten Luke to the hatch from the other side. Dragon Lord, look, your mission is probably to destroy this ship, but you don't know what's at stake or what Kid, everything is under control. Han! You're alive! What else? Self-preservation is my specialty, kid. Not that it's easy. I'd need a lot of ocean to beat the other Dragon Lords here. If we want to save the Falcon, we've got to stop whatever those crazy space wreckers are having you do. No! I'm not gonna let you waltz in and spoil things now. Whoa, Luke just punched Han in the face. Wild. Whack. 3PO, R2, what's happening with that link up? Beep, doot, beep. Activating even as we speak, Master Luke. Kid, I gotta stop you. This goes beyond saving the Falcon. You've just given that guy Quark something almost as deadly as the Death Star. Really? Luke punched first, yeah. Han, please don't try anything. Just wait and as the power of the Millennium Falcon's engines is added to the city ship's pulsing sonic jammer, the sound of Armageddon is heard. Or more accurately, felt. Governor, something's happening to the dragons. They're falling, dying. The legend continues. Dun 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 dun. Roger Mackenzie and Sal Buscema present a Captain America you never saw before. See the man beneath the mask, Steve Rogers, live again. See Cap in action against his wildest foes ever. See why Captain America is still one of Marvel's top superstars. On sale now at your All-American newsstand. Alright. It seems our mutual friend Skywalker has handed me a delightful bonus, girl. But let's make certain his work has also accomplished its primary task. Alright, give me a second, sorry. Oh my god, I'm just gonna die. Okay. Oi. Don't die. Yeah, sorry. Make the trip alone, Pudgy. I'm tired of being everybody's pawn. And now that you can't attack Luke without spoiling your own plans, thwomp! There's no reason to put up with it. Oh, look at that. Leia just punched the fat man in the stomach. But with guards on the dock behind her, Princess Leia's only escape path leads within the massive ship. After her! I want her alive for hanging, if possible, but I want her. The pursuit moves loudly through the dark corridors of the vessel's elaborately sprawling hold area, where, unknown to the princess, Brakash, and forgotten by Governor Quarg, help awaits. It's Chewbacca! The Wookiee! But he was last reported unconscious, safe to keep prisoner. We had to wake up sometime, Your Honor. Our shouts must have... Stop him, at any cost. Well, here comes Chewbacca. Well, now stranger than ever. We've got Roger Stern and Tom Sutton are producing Marvel Magic in every issue of Doctor Strange. Now get 6 titles for the price of 5. You get Titanic superhero t-shirts. That's pretty cool. Oh, hey, this is pretty sweet. Check this out. The X-Men are now on sale monthly. And that means a lot more mutant madness is coming your way than ever before, thanks to Chris Claremont, John Byrne, and Terry Austin. The best is yet to come. Look at that. What a classic super X-Men with the Wolverine, Storm, Cyclops, Colossus, the Phoenix, Nightcrawler, and that guy, his name's like, what the hell's his name? It's like Havoc or something, maybe? I forget. X-Men's good stuff. I've got to keep after the girl. And Governor Quarg turns his back on 2 guards, long known for their loyalty and utter lack of common sense. While back in the Millennium Falcon, waves from that jammer will turn the dragon's minds into mush, kid. I can't stand by and let you use my ship to help. Han, will you listen? Seems like this link-up aided Governor Quarg, but it also eliminates the jammer's effect on the Falcon. Your ship's fully operational again, Han, including the gun system. Huh? Kid, are you saying we can blast Quarg's sonic jammer to atoms, save Leia, the dragons, and everyone else? Han sure looks funny in a scuba suit. And in moments, the Falcon's Corellian skipper is all set to do exactly that. R2's check of the printouts showed the jammer's beaming apparatus goes right up to the city's ship's main mast, Han. Bring that down and the whole war is over. Sharp work, hotshot. Let me just check the scope and... Trouble, kid. I'm zeroed on the main mast, and look, that silhouette on the yardarm, it's Leia, but if we don't open up in the next few minutes, nobody's going to be alive to save. Hey, Absolute Aaron, how you doing? Welcome in. Ugh. Nowhere left to run, girl. I'd prefer to hang you along with Skywalker and that Wookiee. Hangings are very good for ship's discipline, you know. That's why I keep so many prisoners on hand. However, since you made a personal attack upon me, it will be equally good for the rabble to see that their illustrious leader can deal with it personally. Don't lose your balance yet, my dear. I'd like to do this gradually. Leia sways. It is tempting not to allow this slowly advancing madman burning the support at her feet the satisfaction. But as she turns to contemplate the water far, far below, Luke. There was no time to reach the mainmast. Luke went for the nearest one. The fight up it is a blur. He only knows he has reached his goal and must act now. Unfortunately, Governor Quarg knows it too. He expects his first hasty shot to miss, but he knows it will throw off the boy's swing. He's wrong. Then, as Luke's backswing begins, the princess leaps, and the mainmast and yardarm, which have supported her, disappear in the thunder of the Millennium Falcon's guns. It is the end, though the actual fighting continues on into the night. By the first glow of dawn, even that is long over, and a new and hopefully better era comes to the city ship. There's no way we can reward you and your friends, Mr. Skywalker, but our thanks will be with you forever. Speaking for myself, I'm glad just to have my understanding with Chewbacca straightened out. And for the bunch of us to finally be together again. Just like old times, right, Han? Han? But Han Solo is staring at the sky deep in thought about a great battle cruiser which may still be there, and its master, Crimson Jack. Next issue, Showdown. Dun, dun, dun. Alright, we're going to see what happens with Crimson Jack. We finally finished our little water world excursion here. Presenting the Beatles story. It's the ultimate illustrated Beatles book. A graphic arts documentary of the Beatles in mind-blowing full color. A milestone magazine, and only a measly $1.50. Oh, we got another comic ad that looks kind of neat. We got Captain America and the Time Warp. A rip in the time-space continuum finds Caesar and his Roman army in our world. It seems I have found a strange new world to conquer. Meanwhile, at SHIELD HQ. All I know is there's this guy from another time, another place. He's here with an army. A Roman legion, no less. A time warp, I expect. Well, I expect Captain America to get out there and do something. Caesar, the men are hungry. Tell them to take the foods the creatures left when they ran. These creatures are truly advanced. They've created these delicious golden cakes. Look, Caesar, they have creamed filling inside. Delightful. We call them Hostess Twinkies cakes, but they are the only goodies you get. Later, after more Hostess Twinkies and much discussion, so SHIELD HQ time-space coordinates will restore you to your own dimension. We ask only for enough delicious Hostess Twinkie cakes to enjoy on our way. You get a big delight in every bite of Hostess Twinkie cakes. Oh my goodness. That's pretty good. All new Double Dynamite from Jack King Kirby. Machine Man, the Living Robot, and Devil Dinosaur. On sale monthly. To know her is to fear her. The Spider-Woman. A totally different kind of heroine. Brought to you by Marv Wolfman, Carmine Infantino, Tony DeZuniga. Another action-adventure smash from Marvel. On sale now. And there's some fishing poles. I would totally eat a Twinkie right now. You know, I don't think I've ever had a Twinkie in my entire life. I don't think I have. Kind of wild. I've had plenty of, like, those Hostess, I guess, probably Hostess, or like Little Debbie's, or like the chocolatey kind of ones. I've had those. I don't think I've ever had like a, you know, they call it Golden Twinkie, I guess. Alright, well that was Star Wars number 14. I apologize for being so sniffly today. Um, my allergies are just awful, awful, awful. They're a little like those. Hey, what's up? I like that cover. It's a pretty cool cover. Yeah. I'm very fond of these Star Wars covers. I think they're really cool. But we just finished Star Wars number 14, so we're going to move on to our last issue of Marvel Spotlight that we will be reading. And that is... this is actually a facsimile reprint, so it's not the original, but it is, a copy of the original in every way that matters. So this is Marvel Spotlight number 12, The Son of Satan. There's one thing I want to check first, though, before we get started here. So I have this here. This is the Marvel Movie Showcase. Because I kept remembering there being, like, a Star Wars, like, letters to the editors and whatnot, in the original ones. And we were reading, like, the first, like, the actual first printing, whatever, of these. And I'm trying to see, because I wanted to read some of the letters to the editor that were in here. Because I remembered reading some, but I might have been reading the Marvel Movie Showcase version, which it's a reprint of, it's got all the first 3 issues all in one book, and then number 2 has 4, 5, and 6 all in one book as well. But I want to see if no, that's Marvel Bullpen Bulletins. That's not what I'm looking for. I wanted to see if there was some Star Wars in here. Let's double check real quick. Maybe it was in the second one? Okay. Alright, let's check the second one. Oh shoot, the son of Satan, Steve? Yeah, Son of Satan should be pretty interesting. The issue we read last week, not last week, I didn't stream last week, last comic book club, was actually the first appearance, second appearance of Son of Satan. I can't actually think of what his name is. Let me check this one real quick. I thought there was letters to the editor in these, but Bullpen Bulletins. No, that's not it. Okay, well, I don't know them. I don't know, because I remember, like, I don't know, about 12, 15 years ago, reading some of these Star Wars comics, and there were some particular letters to the editor that I thought were kind of funny. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. I don't know. Anyway, let's get to Son of Satan. Whew. I love these facsimile reprints. I wish they would make a lot more of them, but I think they're really fantastic because it's a reprint of the original issue with all of the original ads, everything as it was originally printed. But this comic is like, I don't know, probably $70 to $100 in like a moderate condition. It can get a lot more expensive than that, but this was a reprint from relatively recently. This was reprinted in 2019, and yeah, it only cost me like, I think it was like $4. I've never heard of this dude, although I'm not like such a massive Marvel fan that I've heard of everyone. Yes, Son of Satan's not one of the biggest Marvel characters nowadays, I feel like. When's the Son of Satan movie coming out, huh? If they had changed the ads, it would have been way less interesting. Yeah, yeah, and that's the problem I have with the True Believers issues. Um, which the True Believers ones are nice because they reprint like kind of hard to get stories or whatever. Like they'll reprint the first appearance of the Hulk or something like that. But it won't specify like on the front what issue it is, of what series or anything. So it's just kind of vague. And then when you open it up, like it's got the old story, but it also has like new ads for new stuff. And so it just comes off as a bit of a jumbled mess, and I don't enjoy them quite as much for that reason, and I find it really confusing sometimes. These facsimiles are nice because it's, you know, it's Marvel Spotlight number 12, exactly the same. They changed the price, obviously, and they added a barcode, and it's printed on, you know, new paper, like glossy paper, rather than the old like newspaper print. But otherwise, it's exactly the same. All right. Okay, this is the ominous origin issue. You rose against me, all of you, but now you'll pay. Stop him! He ain't human. From hell he came. Okay, so this is from like the guide that I'm going off of. This is the issue. It came out, I believe, the same month as the last Ghost Rider issue we read, and it sort of concludes one of the, I think it concludes the last story that we were reading for Ghost Rider, or it adds on to it or something, but it ties into Ghost Rider, which is why we're reading it. I think Ghost Rider might even be in it. I don't know. Anyway, let's get started. I'm gonna zoom in here. The silence of night in a tiny Indian reservation shack in the southwest is shattered by the pounding of powerful fists manacled together by a chain of ankas on a rotting wooden door. Yes, see, this is kind of where we were in our last Ghost Rider issue. Let me out, and I swear I'll save your daughter. You said for me not to release you until morning, no matter how you pleaded. Still, if you can help Linda... Click. Lord, he's changing! Naturally, without these accursed shackles, Damon Hellstrom becomes the son of Satan. Dun, 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 by Gary Friedrich and Herb Trimpe. The eerie premiere of a startling new series. So the Son of Satan series actually went on for a while in Marvel Spotlight. Gosh, I think it went almost to like issue number 20 or something before he finally got his own series. Which I don't think it was terribly long-lived, but yeah. Do you doubt me? Can you not see it in my fiery pupils? In the birthmark on my chest? His chest kind of looks like Captain America or something. Fools! For years I've lain dormant every night, powerless. Now nothing can stop me. Nothing! Confused and confounded pilgrim, then we suggest you read Ghost Rider number 2, on sale now to clear the air. I sensed vibrations of evil from the man when he first came here, but nothing like this. Produced by Stan Lee, inked by Frank Chiaramonte, lettered by Jay Costanza, colored by Severin, edited by Roy Thomas. Alright. You see, I am a man dominated by two characters. In the daylight hours, I am the puny religious weakling, Damon Hellstrom, sworn enemy of my father. And by night, my true and rightful heritage takes control, and I become my father's son. For far too long has Hellstrom kept me at bay, but now all that is ended, thanks to you. It is beyond belief, yet somehow I sense he speaks the truth. You must stop. Ow! Ow! You must stop him, Sam Silvercloud. Now! I don't get any of this, but if he's not going to help Linda, I am to nail him. Are you mad? Stand back. You refuse? Then perhaps the elemental trident will persuade you to change your minds. With but a motion of it, and the slightest mental suggestion, the very earth you walk on is at my command. Zack. Consider yourselves fortunate. Had I not been in need of information from you, it would have been nothing for me to destroy your entire village and yourselves along with it. Now tell me of this girl, this Linda you speak of, the one you say is possessed. Nothing doing. Even if I knew where she was, I wouldn't tell you. But you must. Huh. Hold on. Sorry. Oh, my goodness. Ugh. If what you said is true, my father, the devil himself, may have taken control of her body. And if such is the case, I will stop at nothing to find her. Speak, or I shall unleash all the power of the molten earth's core upon you. Do your thing. I'm not talking. Sorry, I have to push it up. With but a wave of the gleaming trident, the desert floor shimmers slightly, then surges violently upward as if the entire planet is about to explode from within. Go on and kill us. Get it over with. No! I am Satan's son, and I will not be denied that which I desire. Nope, live and work in man country. We'll train you in your spare time for an exciting outdoor career. Alright, thousands of jobs will be opened up in wildlife management, parks, and outdoor recreation, forestry, etc. Cease! Once more I have spared you, but I promise it will be my last such act of generosity. Then stop mouthing off and do us in. I think the old man's already had it. Never have I encountered such stubbornness, nor such total disregard for one's life. But I warn you, my patience wears thin. I must have information, and you must give it to me. I understand you fear I will harm the girl, but I promise you I will not. It is not she I seek, but rather he who possesses her, Satan, he who sired me. Now, for the last time, where is she? Silvercloud? Alright, I'll tell you all I know, which isn't much. If you promise Linda won't be harmed. Wait. As I told you when you were Hellstrom, she seemed to be possessed. We didn't know what to do until I saw your ad in the paper. Though I don't believe in demons or exorcism, or at least I didn't until now, I was desperate. So I called you and asked you to come and help her if you could. There was something in your voice which almost consoled me, made me feel you would save her. But when I returned to the shack, she was gone, vanished into the desert after knocking her father aside like some wild animal. And I swear, that's all I can tell you. You'd best be speaking the truth. Oh, let's focus. Come on, there we go. For if you've lied, I swear you will die 1,000 deaths for it. But that is something only time can answer, and time is most precious to me. I have only until daylight to find her, and through her, my father. I'd best be starting. With a wave of the elemental trident and an almost inaudibly muttered chant, dark storm clouds appear on the horizon, which only moments before stood sparkling with stars. Lightning flashes all around, streaking earthward like deadly spears of electricity, striking within inches of the wildly gesturing man who has summoned it. And while the two Indians cower in the wake of the storm's dreadful fury, Damon Hellstrom stares directly into its eyes. Unflinching, unafraid, almost reveling in its near tornadic terror, as if waiting in barely controlled anticipation of that which is yet to come. Ooh. Prizes or cash, the easy way. Free sample cards. Olympic. Earn $1 a box. Can I cut this out and mail it in? A Poodle radio? You can get a Poodle radio? The hell? I want a Poodle radio. That sounds awesome. That's the coolest prize. A freaking Poodle radio. Oh, there's a midget radio. Is it a radio for midgets? Or is it like a miniature radio? What do they mean by that? There's a cassette recorder player. Wankel rotary engine kit. Oh, that's pretty cool. Kodak Pocket Instamatic camera. That's cool. I want the Poodle radio. Poodle radio sounds awesome. There's a phonograph, snowmobile, walkie-talkies, bike speedometer. Dang, these are kind of neat. GE Wildcat stereo phonograph. Ooh. I only listen to all my music on Poodle radio. Hey, Chaos Nick. Man, I would love a Poodle radio. I gotta see if they have any of those on eBay or something. That'd be kind of cool. Whoa! Hey, check out this page. This is cool. Let's zoom out for this one. Look at that. Look at that art. That's pretty nice. Then a blinding bolt of lightning which illuminates the midnight sky like a blazing sun at high noon, an ear-splitting clap of thunder which shakes the earth to its very core, and in its wake, charging out of the blackness like the fire-spawned wraith it is, the demon-drawn chariots of Satan appear. Ooh, that's a mouthful. Rabid demon horses, yeah. To me, faithful steeds, I have need to travel where only you can take me. Take me to hell, probably. Now, fools, I take my leave, but remember well what you have seen this night, and live in mortal fear of my return, should I find you have deceived me. Now, my steeds, away! Then, borne on a vortex of swirling wind and flames, the unearthly chariot fades into the night. I was about to write to hell before you said that. Yeah. What kind of madness is this? Did you put something in my food, old man? Something to cause these hallucinations? Man, the old man's looking kind of weird there. You are not having visions, Sam Silvercloud. You have witnessed a miracle of sorts. A miracle, or perhaps a curse. This comic writes itself. It sure does. How sweet is the sensation, hurtling through the air, the torrid hell winds in my face. It has been far too long since I have known such exaltation. Never again can I allow myself to hunger for this feeling. It must be mine forever. It's true. I rub my eyes, and still I see it. You see it because it is there. I can feel the evil around us, and I fear we have unleashed something more terrible than the world has ever known. The mushroom flavors are strong in this one. It's pretty wild, yeah. Hey, why's my... What the hell? My comic's all crinkled up in the corner. I thought this was like a brand new comic. Yeah, whatever. Oh, karate, judo, jujitsu, savate, the total defense system. In less than 24 hours, you can learn the fantastic secrets of self-defense, and you'll never be afraid again. This unique home course will reveal hundreds of fighting secrets that you can put to immediate use. Easy and exciting to learn, you'll be able to master any difficult situation in less than 15 minutes a day. The knowledge of the world's top fighting experts can be yours, regardless of your age. You can master this total defense system. It doesn't require muscles or size to be a master at self-defense, but it does require know-how. The knowledge of karate has enabled small, slight men to successfully and completely protect themselves from men twice their size. In just seconds, the karate master can completely immobilize any attacker, destroying him. When you complete our course, you may have to register your hands with the local police department. Your hands will have the power of an axe, and you can use your elbows, knees, and feet as death-dealing clubs. Karate is the most feared fighting method known to man. The open hand can deliver a single karate blow many times more powerful than a boxing champion's punch. You'll quickly learn all the vital striking areas that will flatten the biggest and toughest assaulter fast. You'll reduce any assailant to cringing helplessness in just seconds. You'll fear no man, ever. Our total self-defense system is the most deadly form of defense and attack ever devised. But can it protect me from Mario or Super Guido? Nothing can protect you from Super Guido. You'll have complete, except for Mark maybe. Mark can protect you. You'll have complete self-defense mastery in 24 hours. Everyone admires and respects a karate master. Once you learn the secrets of karate and our total self-defense system, you'll possess a new self-confidence that will generate a new you. Oh my goodness. Again, I apologize. I've got allergies like freaking crazy today. I think this is the advert that Guido used to become Super Guido. Probably. You'll be able to master any situation. You can actually become a destructive fighting self-defense power machine in less than 30 days. You'll learn the secrets of karate, judo, savate, jujitsu, secret fighting methods, which add up to the most complete total self-defense system ever. Regardless of your age or build, you can become more powerful than any man. We'll help you become aware of the destructive forces you already possess. We'll teach you how to channel your forces so that you'll be able to disarm any attacker, whether carrying a knife, a gun, or a chain. What if it's carrying a chain gun with a knife attached? Learn the secrets of the ancient Oriental masters. I want to learn the secrets of the ancient Oriental masters. Walk the streets with a new confidence, feeling safe, knowing you can protect your loved ones. Learn all the vulnerable areas of the body so that you can demolish anybody. Destroy any attacker in seconds, even 2 or 3 attackers at once. Easy to read, completely illustrated instructions. Learn at home. Free. Mail today. Alright, that was intense. Just like camping. What if it's a knife gun made out of chains? Well, then you're screwed. There's no defense against that. Well, several miles away, in a remote area of the desert, Roxanne Simpson finds herself left to the mercy of a rampaging cycle gang. Oh yeah, these guys. Following the sudden, inexplicable disappearance of Johnny Blaze, the Ghost Rider, and the mysterious witch woman. Okay, so this is a direct continuation of Ghost Rider. If you went from Ghost Rider 2 to 3, you would be lost. You'd be very lost. I'm glad I bought this issue, because I wasn't sure if it was necessary or not. But I went ahead and did it anyway, because I thought, it might be. I don't know how they done it like Big Daddy, but at least they left this little honey behind. And I dig it, Animal. If I can't have Blaze, I guess I'll settle for his mama. Now all you dudes keep your paws off, 'cause she's strictly private property. My private property, since her He-Man done went and split on her. No, stay away from me. Johnny'll kill you if you touch me. Dream on, lady. He split with another chick, so why not just turn on to me? Well, channeling your Idaho hick energy, yeah. Zack, touch the girl and I swear you will die. Who's it? Who is it? Is it Son of Satan? What the devil's going on? Lightning on a clear night? Nutty voices from out of nowhere? This some of your cheap tricks, Blaze. They ain't gonna... Who are you? Who am I is no concern of yours. I only wish to question the girl. Oh, you do, huh? Well, I'm getting me a gut full of costume crazies horning in on my business. And I'm thinking it's time I put me a stop to it. I warn you, stand back and allow me to speak with her and you won't be harmed. Hear that, boss? Oh, hear that, boss? He's got a tattoo and he thinks he's gonna hurt us. I heard him. We're gonna do something about it. Get him, boys. Make him eat that creepy cape. Pulverize the chrome. Have you seen this coupon before? It has helped to start many men and women on the road to higher pay. Just looking at it won't get you anything, but putting it in the mail may change your whole future. Well. Cretans! Know you that the son of Satan has the strength of 100 men? Son of Satan? You must be smacked from the loony bin, bud. But crazy or not, Crusher Crowder don't show no mercy to nobody once Big Daddy's put the finger on him. Fool! You're little more than a fly to me. Wham! Now, what say you? Will you stand aside and let me speak with the girl? Or must I further convince you of my obvious mental and physical superiority? Neither one, Curly, 'cause no matter how strong you are, or how many magic tricks you can pull, I got me a little equalizer here. It's called a hater. And you make another move, I'll use it to blow your head into the next county. Still you fail to recognize my identity? Fail to grasp the extent of my powers? I have no quarrel with you, nor you with me, so why not stand aside? This is your last chance, Curly. Either butt out or get dead. Nobody horns in my territory. Enough of this idle bantering. Let the sacred scepter put an end to this. In a space of time far too infinite to be measured by man, his wrist flicks forward, and a gleaming target hurtles through its startled... What? And a gleaming target hurtles towards its startled target. Okay. What in blazes? He threw it and nailed me so fast I didn't even have time to pull the trigger. Nor will you have the opportunity to do so. All the heat of hell itself is mine to command, and I choose to command it now. Some kind of rays shooting from his fingertips. The gun! Look at the gun, man! It's melting. Whoever this dude is, he's for real. What is this? Modesty Blaze. The Secret Agent Corrigan, Tarzan Ambler, Brick Bradford, Rip Kirby, James Bond, Buzz Sawyer, Superman, Modesty Blaze, Johnny Hazard, Jeff Hawk, Airhawk, Dateline Danger, Ben Casey, Mandrake, Steve Canyon, Jeff Cobb, The Phantom on Stage, Flash Gordon, Ricochet, Sunday, Airhawk Garth, Sunday, Tarzan. the Menominee Falls Gazette. And you stay if you want, Big Daddy, but we're splitting. That dude's made a believer of us. If you're wise, you surely depart with him. Wait, is that... No, I think that's Son of Satan talking. Okay. If you are wise, you will surely depart with him. Surely you would not wish to continue a joust with the Son of Satan? Now, at last, we can talk, my dear. You are very beautiful. And I pity the fact I haven't time to linger with you and perhaps whisper words of love into your ear. Your golden hair is most intriguing, so soft, so shimmering in the pale moonlight. Idaho potato. She's just rubbing her hair. Only rarely have I beheld such loveliness, but for now a mere touch is all time allows me. Then to business. I feel you have recently been in contact with my father. Oh! Speak, woman! I can sense his recent presence here. Where is he? Where is Satan? I don't know. I swear it. He wasn't here. Only that woman. She was an Indian. Called herself Winch Woman. She disappeared with Johnny. Man, Roxanne's going through hell. She's having such a terrible time. There's like every freaking issue her dad dies, and then she gets abducted by like a witch cult, and then she gets sacrificed by Native Americans, and then they bite her with a snake and she gets poisoned, and then she goes into a coma, and then she wakes up in a hospital and Johnny Blaze is on the run, and then the other guy, Bart, whatever the hell his name is, gets killed because he tries to jump the canyon, and she's all crying and she's in a wheelchair, and Johnny Blaze just like takes her on a joyride, and then the witch woman comes and takes Johnny Blaze. Then she gets abducted by some freaking Nazi biker dudes, and I don't know, man. She's just having a hell of a time. I feel bad for Roxanne Simpson. She needs a break. She needs to, like, I don't know, go to New York, go see a movie, go get a spa treatment or something. You know, just she needs to relax. This has been a hell of a week for her. Anyway. Which woman? That is one of the many forms he uses. But if he has the soul he sought, I know where he has taken it. Probably to hell, right? I don't know. With callous disregard for anything save his own personal quest, he leaves Rocky Simpson alone in the desert. Well, that sucks. And makes his way to a secluded spot on a high plateau. To find out what happens to her, don't miss Ghost Rider number 3. Plug Happy Roy. Alright, well, we're going to read that next anyway, so next week. Soon he finds it, a huge smoldering cavern which seemingly leads to the very bowels of the earth, the gateway to hell. Then he begins winding his way downward through tunnel after tunnel, filled with the fetid stench of simmering lava, until at last he reaches the throne room of his father's underworld kingdom. A vast notch at the Earth's center, filled with a million horrors. Horrors which fill the stomach of even Satan's son with disgust and revulsion. Father, I am here! Damon, my so-called son. Or should I say, son of my flesh, but not of my spirit. Still, I bid you welcome. You are just in time to witness a most sacred ritual. Behold, Damon, 2 lost souls about to become my eternal servants. The female, one Linda Littletree, is of little consequence. But the man Johnny Blaze is one I have sought relentlessly, and now he is about to become mine. Ooh. Alright. World driving you crazy? Okay, I'm gonna be back just a second. grab my water that's in the other room. I'm incredibly thirsty. Just one moment. Oh gosh, I got the brain freeze so bad. I didn't realize I was so thirsty. Whew. All right. You guys just suddenly just get a massive thirst out of nowhere. Holy moly. Oh, the heaviest human on record weighed 1,069 pounds and was buried in a piano case. You know that? Okay. Yet another sign of your mental deterioration, my father. Perhaps even the devil grows old, eh? Mind your tongue, lad, lest I forget our unfortunate relationship and toss you to my ever-starving demons. Ah, the truth is painful to you that you now seek male servants rather than beautiful women? Yes, age is creeping up on you. To think you now seek raw power rather than fulfillment of your unquenchable lust. Enough! I will not hear the blasphemy in the confines of my own domain. But you must hear them, father, or have you forgotten that I possess the sacred trident, made of Netherium, the one substance which can sap you of your powers? Wait, is Satan basically just Superman? And Son of Satan has a staff of Krypton, like kryptonite? Is that what's going on here? Did you know that you could sap Satan's powers with a staff of Netherium? I didn't. No! Keep that thing away from me! What manner of son have I sired? First to blaspheme, then to threaten his own father? True, your trident renders me personally helpless against you, but it has no effect on my mindless minions. Attack! Attack and destroy him! Wow, they're just going at it. All of a sudden? Why? Alright. Ah, ah. Ooh. Hold on. Oh my gosh. Oh. I haven't had allergies this bad this entire year until today. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. Like a limitless army, they come at him by the hundreds. And though he fights bravely, for every demon he smites, two more charge forward to take its place. It's like Diablo, eh? Still, in spite of the overwhelming odds against him, he fights on, rendering flesh with the sacred trident, crushing bones with the fury of his fists. Yes, though the battle seems lost before it has begun, he fights ever onward, for this is no ordinary warrior. Nay! He is, after all, the son of Satan. Pretty cool art there. I like the colors in these facsimile reprints. They're very vibrant. They have kind of a vibrancy that the originals couldn't quite attain, I feel. Pretty cool. Stop him! Crush him! He must not be allowed to reach the bridge. The bridge, of course. I should have remembered that's the key. The natural formation supports the entire roof of hell itself. Should it be destroyed... Wait, what? There's one support that holds up the entire roof of hell? And he's gonna break it? Is he gonna destroy hell? Back, foul demons! Now that I have discovered my goal, nothing can stop me from reaching it. With the help of the sacred trident, the bridge will fall, and with it my accursed father's domain. No, you must not fail me, not when everything is at stake. My son must die. And by the hand of you, my servants, since I am powerless to act against the trident. We hear and obey, master, and for you we will be victorious. I think that's how demons sound, I don't know. Never! I now stand at the bridge's brink. I will not be denied victory. His soul filled with renewed hope, he quickly fights his way to the center of the all-important bridge, then trapped of either side by the grotesque denizens of the earth's depths. Halt! Now it is I who will issue the commands, and it is my orders which will be obeyed. I am sorely tempted to destroy this horrid place, and myself along with it. So make no further move toward me, lest I be tempted to make a hasty decision. For the moment I am at your mercy, yet I am proud. You are truly my son. Still, mere pride does not slave my anger at what you have done. So tell me quickly, what is it you want of me? For now, merely the lives of your 2 hostages. That, and safe passage back to the surface. Why is Son of Satan doing this, I wonder? I knew it! You seek only to deprive me of that I seek most. But so be it. I have no choice. Be warned, though you may be my flesh, you will not be forgotten. On this day I disown you, and I will not rest until you grovel at my feet. Jeez. Who else wants a He-Man body? We are safe now. My father cannot strike so long as I hold the trident. And hold it I will, until I gain the final ultimate revenge for what he did to my mother and sister. More on the mother next issue, and as for his sultry sister, Satana, you can get a fleeting glimpse of her in our giant-sized Vampire Tales #2, now on sale. Okay. His sultry sister. But if you are his son... Oh wait, that's Blaze? Johnny Blaze talking? But if you are his son, why did you save us? Only to spite him, I assure you. There were no noble motives involved. I exist only to destroy him, and one day soon I will. That rumbling, like the beginnings of an earthquake. Hello, Shot Chronic, how you doing? Hello, Metroid, stopping by to see how everything's going. The comic book stuff is pretty cool. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, I got terrible allergies today, so I apologize. I'm not, like, quite as good at this as I typically try to be. But, yeah, I hope it's still enjoyable. Take cover! Evidently, he has decided to destroy me indirectly by means of a volcano. Oh, okay. Now, where are your threats, your hollow echoes of victory? How ironic that you must die to learn that Satan is ever all-powerful. Hug this boulder. Make your body a part of it. It will protect us until I can think of a method of escape. If I can think of one, otherwise, this is the end. He has won, and I am vanquished. Anybody in chat that's not subbed? Probably. Wait! Of course, there is hope as always. There must be. Close your eyes and do not stare into the storm while I summon the means to our escape. One time only. Offer. Speak now and get subbed. Oh no, you're not interrupting me. You're fine. You're fine. Once more the heavens open with a thunderous roar and blinding flashes of lightning. Then, in the storm's wake, the demon-drawn chariot appears. Then, in less than an instant, the fiery vehicle streaks across the sky. Focus a little more here. There we go. In a flaming streak, carrying its human cargo out of harm's way. While far below, the Satan-spawned death trap ceases to spew forth its deadly spray of lava, leaving in its place a useless, simmering crater. There, that barren spot is where I will take my leave of you. There is a place to which I must return by morning, so there is no time for me to deposit you elsewhere. I'm sorry I accused you of humanitarianism. Truly, your heart is as cold as that of your father. Think what you must. It is of little consequence to me. You are still alive, and that much you owe me. Though I cannot tell them, I will return later as Damon Hellstrom. Perhaps he was right about me, but there are so many questions to be answered. So many. And we'll answer a lot of them next issue with the birth of Satan's son. That means an origin, Frantic One, so don't dare miss it. You've always loved comic book? Comic books are awesome, yeah. They were a big part of my youth, my young days in the mid-90s, going to comic shops with my brother. A lot of fun. A lot of fun. Alright. Well, that seems to be about it. We just have a few of these ads here. So that was Marvel Spotlight number 12, Son of Satan. Pretty cool. Next week we'll be back to Ghost Rider. We'll be on to, what is it, Ghost Rider number 3, I think? Yeah, that'll be pretty cool. Your local comic book store always had lots of different options, like card tournaments of different types. Like Magic the Gathering, Yu-Gi-Oh! Pokemon, is that kind of what you're talking about? Yeah, they usually kind of coincide with each other, cards with comics and stuff like that. Absolutely, you hit the nail on the head. Yeah. Yeah, traditionally they go pretty well together. Back in the 90s, a lot of the comic book shops I used to go to also dealt with sports cards. It'd be like a sports card / comic book shop. That was pretty common. Okay. Let's see. What? Oh, yeah. Yeah, there was a comic here I wanted to read. Where did I put it? I kind of wanted to do... I'm only gonna do one more today. Because my nose is just stuffy as hell. But I wanted to do something kind of fun, so I'm going to forego the Spider-Man issue this week in favor of... I will show you in just a second. Get out of here. This is an issue I've been after for a little while. I finally got a decent copy. It's like a 3.5, so it's not the greatest condition, but it's not terrible. I haven't read it yet, but it's one of my favorite covers of this era. So here it is. Detective Comics number 341 from 1968, I think. I'll check. Close to 10,000 channel points. One day you're going to do a shot. Cool. That'll be fun. Alright. I've never actually read a detective comic on stream yet. And yeah. I wanted to read this one. I thought it looked pretty cool. I love this cover. This is like one of my favorite old Batman covers. I just think it's really, really cool and funny. But anyway, let's get started. Batman, why don't you answer me? Surprise, Robin! There is no more Batman. What a switch! The Clown Prince of Crime masquerading as Batman in The Joker's Comedy Capers. Alright. Yo, that is a trippy. Joker is inside of Batman's costume. Yeah. Yeah, he is. I believe this cover art was drawn by Carmine Infantino, who is the artist on the Star Wars issues that we've been reading. Oh, this is 1965, actually. A little bit earlier than I thought. Okay, cool. Being a like a mid-60s Batman issue that has the Joker, it's a little bit more expensive. This wasn't terribly expensive though. It wasn't too bad at all. But in like higher grades, a lot of the Joker issues can go for a lot. Sorry. I'd love to stick by and watch this comic with you, but you need to go to bed. Hope the rest of your stream goes well. I'm gonna get a random sub. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. And I hope you have a good night and sleep well. And thank you for stopping by. Never the one to pass up an opportunity to commit a different kind of robbery, for which he is to receive... Oh, sorry. California Kid! Nice. Got the sub. Well, thank you very much, Shot Chronic. I really appreciate it. You're really awesome. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you sleep well. Have a good night. Never the one to pass up an opportunity to commit a different kind of robbery, for which he is to receive a bonus before and after the theft, the Joker devises a series of gags that leaves his victims laughing helplessly. And except for a certain precaution taken by Batman and Robin, the Clown Prince of Crime might have gotten away with his diabolically funny plans in The Joker's Comedy Capers. While Batman knocks out that slap-happy gang of mine, I'll use his Batmobile to make my getaway with this loot. Ha-ha! This was July 1965. I don't see any actual like credits on here for saying who the artist was, but I believe it's Carmine Infantino on this issue, who is quite possibly my favorite Batman artist. I really like his style. Sorry. Ugh. In a northeast city sits an incredibly rich man whose mania is old-time movie comedies. That sounds fun. I love old-time movie comedies. Nothing makes Mr. Van laugh except old movie comedies, but he's seen them all over and over again. That's why he's decided to produce new ones. New old-time movies, chock full of laughs. That's what we should do. We should make new old-time comics. Or movies, or something. Man, I wish I was an incredibly rich man whose mania was old-time movie comedies. He's been reading scripts and decided yours are worth producing. Stop chattering. Here's $50,000, Mr. Daniil. Get to work. You know what I want. Plenty of boffs, plenty of slapstick action, and get me those films as soon as possible. Yes, sir. Man, imagine being so rich you could just fund your own movies that you want to see. Be like, yeah, I want to see these types of movies. No one's making these movies. So, hey, someone, bring me scripts. I'll give you money. Make the movies that I want you to make. How cool would that be? And as movie producer B.C. Daniil leaves the office building, check for $50,000, but this is just a measly drop in the bucket compared to what I'll get when I've settled my business with that fabulously wealthy Cornelius Van Van. Something devilishly familiar about this movie producer? No doubt some of you will already have suspected the presence of that mad maestro of mirth, that Leonardo of the larcenous laugh, that man of 1,000 false fronts, the Joker. In his underworld hideout back in Gotham City, the scenarios I wrote, which Mr. Van Van liked, all deal with some sort of slapstick crime done in old movie style. Oh, goodness. Sorry. Oh, I'm dying. I'm dying here. But he doesn't have to know that the crime attempts will be real ones. Ha ha! Oh my goodness, can I get through this? Oh, I apologize. In due course, in one of Gotham City's plushiest banks, a surprising sight. Good grief, look at that! It's the Tramp! Or a terrific imitation of him. What's that he's pulling into the bank? Editor's note, the Tramp, the most celebrated of all the immortal film comedians of yesteryear. He's cute. Must be advertising something. I guess. Haha, he's flirting with me. Suddenly, his cane, grabbing money, stop, help! As one of the bank guards responds to the alarm, what do you think you're doing there? Robbing this bank. It's easy. Easy as pie. Ha ha! My goodness, a pie shot out from that machine. Splosh. That cop just got a pie in the face. Oh my goodness. Then more uniformed minions converge on the scene, only to be met by an unerring volley of sticky, gooey pies. Plop, 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 splat. I can't see. As sounds of the battle finally bring out that august personage, the president of the bank himself. What's going on here? I demand. Slurp. Oh dear, Mr. Throckmorton has been hit with a pie. How undignified. Hey, California kid, how you doing? Meanwhile, in a truck outside. Keep grinding, Bunky. This is great stuff. Wait till the Joker sees the rushes of this scene. They're a riot. At that moment, here comes the law. Let's take him, Batman. Here's an ad for G.I. Joe. Join the fun with G.I. Joe. Yes, G.I. Joe. G.I. Joe. Fighting man from head to toe. On the land, on the sea, and in the air. G.I. Joe's everybody's hero. Every boy's dream come true. A look-alive, act-alive toy soldier. Almost 11 inches tall, with 21 movable parts. He takes every military position. Run, walk, crawl, climb, throw grenades. He's tremendous. Uniforms for every surface. Equipment for every action in attack or defense. Rifles, machine guns, flamethrowers, sandbags, tents, communication gear, scuba suits, everything that goes into the life of a soldier, sailor, pilot, or marine. See G.I. Joe and the amazing G.I. Joe equipment, authentic in every detail. Join the thousands who are collecting G.I. Joes and building G.I. Joe military scenes and sets at your toy store. Join the G.I. Joe Club. That's the original G.I. Joe, back in the 60s. As a pair of breathtaking figures lunges at the strange baggy pants bandit. Keep going, Robin. Right through the barrage of pies. Smashing my pies? Time for me to start raising Cain? And as the tramp lifts and points his prop cane, soap bubbles shooting out of his cane. The bubbles sticking to us like glue. So many bubbles sticking to us. They're lifting us into the air. Ha ha, that's what I call bubble trouble. Ha ha ha. Later in the police investigation, and by the time Batman and Robin could free themselves and go after the tramp, he was long gone. I demand that the slapstick thief be caught, understand? And when the story reaches the newspapers in the apartment of Bruce Wayne and his ward Dick Grayson, Bruce, listen. This account says that Batman and Robin tried to stop a bank robbery early today. Batman and Robin? Sounds to me like two members of the gang impersonated us, Dick. We were here all the time. But the question is, why would they pull such a stunt? Here's a description of the gang leader. The thief was dressed up as that movie comic, The Tramp. He amused the bank tellers and aroused them to laughter, even as he stole from them. Crime and laughter. Doesn't that remind you of someone? It sure does. The Joker! Come on, Dick. If the Joker has started again on one of his not-so-funny crime rampages, it's no joke. Batman and Robin have to stop him. Oh. Moments later in the Batcave, and I mean the real Batman and Robin this time. I can't wait to deliver a punchline to stop the Joker with my fist. Soon a sleek vehicle prowls the city, manned by an alert-eyed duo. We don't know where he'll strike next. It could be anywhere. We'll have to hope for a break. Use the Batmobile to keep hunting night and day. During the next 24 hours, 3 more extraordinary comic crimes take place in Gotham City, each time centered around a different old-style movie comedian. Good gosh, Deadpan's using a vacuum cleaner to scoop up our jewels. You know, a better way to clean up around here? And later, haha, it's a sock scene. Keep shooting. It's a sock scene? And later, the Fur District gets a surprise visit from another famed cinema comic whose eyes seem to obey a will of their own. That's Cross Eyes, the silent movie comedian. I don't care who it is, stop him. He's getting away with those priceless blue mink stoles. Gangway! Still, later, an expensive restaurant is raided by another film funny man. Grabbing the receipts from our cash register, I've got him, This is just the way the real Specs used to get laughs, but something tells me these two waiters can't see the joke. Back in the Thieves' underground headquarters. Nice shooting, boys. The rushes are great. One more crime caper to go, and we'll be ready for Mr. Van Van in our big coupe. In the main U.S. Post Office in downtown Gotham City, these stamp misprints will have to go back to Washington, Mr. Harrison. They'd be worth a fortune if stamp collectors could get their hands on them. I'll deliver the stamps in person. Next moment, a honking horn announces the arrival of another king of comedy. Say, isn't that Banjo, a famous old comic who never says a word, only uses pantomime? Yeah, better alert the guards at once. Honk honk. Yes, sir. This could be another of those crime attempts by a thief masquerading as an old-time movie comedian. Then, where'd he get that extensor? Extensor? He's using to grab the stamps. They used to be Banjo's favorite laugh trick, drawing from inside his coat whatever object suited the occasion. And when guards respond to the alarm, look out, he's pulled a gun from his coat. Grab him. But the next moment, for Pete's sake, it's just a gag. Ha ha. Now for the follow-up, a real gag. Bang, you're shot. Out of the voluminous coat of the prankster thief come rolls and rolls of confetti. Now what's he up to? Throwing rolls of confetti at us. The confetti's wrapping itself around us, straitjacketing us, so we can't move, gagging us, so we can't talk. Meanwhile, outside, something tells me our patience has paid off, Robin. One of the old-style movie comics reported inside this post office. Looks like we got here just in time to stop another crime, Batman. Masquerading as Banjo, the pantomime artist. Watch out for anything he may pull from under that trick coat of his. So, my old friends, Batman and Robin, think they've got me, eh? Speaking aloud, he's stepping out of character. And that voice. Then swiftly, ripping off his wig and underneath, green hair. And now, for the unmasking to reveal your favorite foe, the Joker. You're just in time for the sock finish. Throwing his mask and wig at us. As a sudden move by the mad monarch of mirth catches the crime crusaders by surprise. Fumes! Some kind of knockout gas. Ugh! Little dials which broke on contact. I had them ready for you two, just in case. Ha ha ha! Whew. Enemy Ace, now on sale. The Strange Worlds of Batman and Robin, on sale everywhere. 80-page, giant-sized Batman. Wait. The Joker's Comedy Capers, Part 2. The falling calendar leaves denote, as you might guess, the passage of several days during which Batman and Robin, fully recovered from the treacherous attack upon them, again scour the city for their wily antagonist. It's not the Joker to lie low this long and convince he's up to something big. We don't dare relax our search. Okay, want to focus here? There we go. Then the course of a routine check at police headquarters to ask for any possible leads. This letter came for you today. It's from the retired oil millionaire Cornelius Van Van. He's inviting us to his home to receive awards as the best supporting players in the old-time movie comedy contest which he has run. Supporting players? But we haven't appeared in any movies. Wait, old-time movies? Robin, listen. In the rash of crimes lately, the masquerading Joker was always dressed up as an old-style movie comedian. I wonder... This could be our clue to the Joker's whereabouts. Of course, it may be some kind of trap, but we'll have to risk it. We're going to this award ceremony. Hi, Elagod. Welcome in. How you doing? Elagod hearts you. Maybe you can make my sniffling and my allergies go away, Elagod. That'd be nice. Hope you're having a good day. Not long after, at the oil tycoon's estate north of Gotham City, Mr. Van Van sure does things in style. He's given us this suite of rooms for our use during our stay here. Well, don't forget, Bunky, I have won Mr. Van Van's major award as producer of old-style movies. Naturally, he's treating us royally, But the main thing is this. Sure, we could have broken into this mansion and looted it of its fabulous treasures. But to satisfy my ironic sense of humor, I decided from the very beginning that I would be invited here to strip this place of its valuables. Your allergies are crazy as well. Yeah, I was perfectly fine until today. Just like yesterday, perfectly fine. And today I'm just like a mess here. Just gonna try to get through this comic here, and then I don't know, take some medicine and go lay down. What a joke! That'll be on Van Van. Secretly at the awards ceremony, my friends will have to wait. The prizes as best supporting players have been won by Batman and Robin for their roles in the comedy starring the Tramp. The ceremony will get underway as soon as they... Batman and Robin coming here? That is a surprise. With the proceedings postponed and the house owner temporarily out of the room, the statuette that he calls a Cornelius is made out of solid gold, eh, boss? Solid like your head. Put it down and listen. We've got to be on our toes. We'll all take up positions at windows where we can spot anyone approaching the house. We can't let Batman and Robin ruin this caper. In due course, a pair of grim arrivals. Just in case this is a trap, we'll separate and go in the house by different entrances, Robin. You see if you can find a door and back, and I'll use one I noticed on the side. Right. They're separating. Listen, here's our course of action. There are 6 of you, more than enough to take care of Batman. Meanwhile, I'll handle Robin myself. Left momentarily alone, the Joker makes quick preparations. A good thing we brought along our movie-making props and uniforms. I can use a certain item for a sneaky plan I have in mind. Anything for a laugh. That's my motto. Ha ha ha. Hey, it's the front cover of the book on the back. That's funny. Or on like, see? Right there. I didn't realize that panel would actually be in there. That's funny. And moments later, in the rear of the mansion, I got in the back way all right. So far, no sign of any trap or... Eh? To the surprise of the boy wonder, he sees before him. Batman, how did you get here so fast? Batman, don't you hear me? Yes, I do, Robin. The dialogue is different, though. The front cover is, Batman, Batman, why don't you answer me? Surprise, Robin, there is no more Batman. Oh, yeah. Then with fiendish swiftness, the semi-disguised Joker uses his bat rope to yank Robin off his feet. Tricked! Tripped, you mean? Ha-ha! Leaving his boy foe bound and helpless, the fast-moving thief doffs his masquerade and... Too bad I can't wait for the awards ceremony. But things are getting too, warm around here, so I'll just do my looting now and make my solo getaway. Meanwhile, a battle royal is in progress in the landscape gardens outside the mansion. Grab him! Ugh! I don't know where this gang that's attacking me came from, but I know where they're going to jail. Uh-oh. This branch I'm holding. Breaking off. Here's our chance. Rush him. Good times with the Joker? Hey, Retro Perspective. How you doing? Yeah, we're having good times with the Joker. I just wish I didn't have such bad allergies. Maintaining a firm grip on the broken branch, Batman countercharges. That wraps them all up for the cooler. Continued on the second page following. Here's an ad by Rocky and Bullwinkle for Cheerios. Are Cheerios your favorite cereal, Bullwinkle? Of course, Rock. Cheerios and milk give us people muscle-making protein. and lots of go, go, go. Hey, do you mean that everyone should go with the goodness of Cheerios? Zoom! Yes, sirree! Bong! They should watch where they're going. I'm alright, getting dinner ready. Sorry to hear your allergies are eating you. Keep reading and get better. Thanks. Think it's great. You also read on stream? Thanks. Some people seem to enjoy it, so. And I like doing it. 1 second, sorry. Hope you have a good dinner. Sorry, let's focus. You want to focus? There we go. If it can work for me, it can easily work for you. I hope so. I appreciate it. However, will the main quarry escape the aroused lawman at this moment? Those 6 chumps don't stand a chance against Batman. He's bound to knock them out, which suits my purposes. I never intended to divide my loot with them. Now, for my getaway. In the Batmobile, that my 2 masked foes so unwittingly left here for my benefit. Ha ha! Someday I must write Batman a letter of thanks for his cooperation. But as the jubilant jester expertly jumps the ignition of the car, scream! That screaming siren! And why can't I get this car moving? Ree! The alarm signal from the Batmobile. Got to get over there fast. Did we have a bot or something, Nicholas? Also, hi, Nicholas Pictures. How you doing? Get moving. Whee! The Joker. So we've been on the right trail all along, and this is the end of it. What the Joker didn't know was that after having the Batmobile stolen by a crook, Robin and I installed a special alarm to prevent it ever happening again. Editorial note. See The Man Who Stole from Batman, December 1964 issue of Detective Comics. Okay. Look forward to catching up with this VOD. Cool. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. I guess it wouldn't technically be a Ghost Rider issue, but it is continuing the story of the Ghost Rider that we were reading with the Son of Satan. Was was quite interesting. I think it was a pretty good one. It was pretty crazy. I hope you enjoy it. Okay. Am I good? I'm good? Okay. Oh, 1 second. Nope, it's on the edge. Okay. Soon after Robin has been released, and police have taken the Joker, his gang, and their loot to headquarters. And to think those men were out to rob me all the time. Batman and Robin, is there anything I can do to reward you for saving my treasures? Well, as a matter of fact, Mr. Van Van, Robin and I are very curious about the old-style movies we were supposed to have acted in. Could we see the films? Certainly. I'll arrange a showing in my projection room at once. Boogers all over the comic books. No, I'm being very careful not to, do anything on the book. Can you do a Batman voice? I might be able to attempt one if I was in like a better state, but I'm just, I don't know. I feel like my voices are just not up to par today with these allergies. I don't know. I can't really do a great Adam West, and this is definitely the era of Adam West. It's like a weak old man voice. Yeah. Yeah, this would definitely be Adam West style for these books here. Once again, the Joker's comedy capers are on view. Ha ha! The Joker may be a dangerous criminal, Robin, but he's a clown at heart. Haha, I've got to laugh at his antics despite myself. And one final look at the clown prince of crime. Well, I landed in jail again, the same old ending when I get mixed up with Batman and Robin. But next time, the Joker ending may be different. You just wait and see. You could do your best Christian Bale and completely overdo it. The Joker may be a dangerous criminal, Robin, but he's a clown at heart. Like that? Gosh. Oh man, Christian Bale sounds like just like an old smoker or something when he does his Batman voice. Sounded painful. Perfect. Best Christian Bale impersonation. Thanks. Oh man. For the very best, Superman, National Comics, in Funny Comics Reading. So here's the ads for like next month, I think. I think I might actually have this issue here. I'll have to check. This is Batman number, what are we on? 341, so it'd be like 342 then. Yeah. And then we have an ad for Flash. Not sure which issue. Here's the lamest Batman. Yeah, he's probably my least favorite Batman, I would say. Probably. 10 issues of Detective for only $1. That's 10 cents an issue, which is 2 cents cheaper per issue than these cost at the time, because these were 12 cents. You gain 4 ways when you accept this special offer. 1. You get regular delivery to your home. 2. You are first in your neighborhood to read each issue. 3. You never miss an issue. And 4. You save money too. Act now. Use order form to subscribe today. Offer may be withdrawn soon. I miss 70s prices. Yeah, 60s and 70s. This is 1965 on this one. Yeah, there was a long time when comic books cost 10 to 12 cents. Like, back in the 30s, they were 10 cents, but they were thick. Like, I've got a facsimile here I can show you of Action Comics number 1. And this was 10 cents. But, like, you got a lot out of it. It's a big book. There's a ton. It's like, I don't know, I think it might be like 100 pages or something. You got a lot of different stories in there. And they kept the price at 10 cents throughout the 40s and the 50s and even the early 60s. But I feel like the comic books got a little bit smaller over time. And then in, I guess, about 1963, 64, around then a lot of comic book companies raised the price to 12 cents. And then by the end of the 60s, they were like 1969, they were 15 cents. And they were like 15 cents from 69 to 1970, maybe even into 1971. And after that, they become like 20 cents and then 25. And then by 1977, they were pushing 30 cents. By 1980, they were like 40, 45 cents. And then by the end of the 80s, they were, $1. Till the 90s, you had like $1.50 a comic, and now they're like $5, $6 an issue. Your store has thousands of $1 books. Like new books. I know sometimes when like facsimile issues come out, or the True Believers and reprints, stuff like that, my local comic shop will sell those at $1. But most newer comics nowadays, you end up paying like $4 or $5 a piece. Canadian dollars, they were already pushing $3 to $5 by the mid '90s. Sonic was cheaper than X-Men, really? Dang, that's wild. Wow. Mystery, thrills, action, suspense, featuring the world's greatest detective in every issue of Batman. How to beat your dad at racing. Surprise! Dad hands Jack one of the new AMT slot cars, an AC Cobra slot racer kit. Wow, it's even looks fast. Say, you're an engineer, Dad. Why pick an AMT slot star? 'Cause it's built to win, and slot racing's a real ball when you can beat the other fellows. See, it's got the most power-packed engine going strong, light chassis, nylon bearings, real racing tires. Sure went together easy. Looks real too, with all the goodies from the kit. New and old books, we have a great variety. Cool. And they have a giant sign out front of the comic store I go to here. It says like home of the one, or is it home of the 50-cent comic or something? They've got like a whole section of the store where they just put a pile of stuff that mostly it's kind of stuff that no one wants, but they're 50 cents, so hey, you can technically go buy comics for 50 cents there. Let's see. Man, is this AMT baby fast? And it really holds the track. Watch me lap you again. It's quieter than your other cars, Jack. Even sounds like a real race car. AMT wins again, Jack. This other car doesn't stand a chance. Wait till I tell the guys I beat my dad's slot racing. What a car. Get the new AMT slot stars. You can be a big slot winner too. It's easy with AMT's hot 1/25th scale slot stars. Get yours today at your favorite model shop or hobby department, only $6 a kit. We have people come from 3 states over to grab a ton of our books, take some photos tomorrow. Oh yeah, I'd like to see some pictures. That'd be cool. There was an old 50s, 60s song, Palisades Park, that was a hit. You had it on 8-track. Really? I don't think I've ever heard that. That's cool, though. Be my guest at world famous amusement park, Palisades Amusement Park in New Jersey, 1.5 miles south of George Washington Bridge. 10 additional new rides. Admit 1 to Palisades Amusement Park, New Jersey. Good Mondays through Fridays, except holidays until 6. Free admission, circus acts, parking, and 2 free rides. 5th Avenue, Cuddle Up, and Crazy Crystals, worth 85 cents. Ooh. So you'd have to like cut this out or something, maybe? Take it there? I don't know, you'd be cutting off part of this. Oh, hey! Weird. Okay, we have The Elongated Man. It's not even a Batman story, but okay. I guess this is Detective Comics. This isn't Batman. Yeah, this is Detective Comics. So sometimes they would change it up and not have Batman. Although Batman was their primary focus. The Elongated Man. Unique is the word for the Elongated Man. Unlike other costume superheroes, he is unmasked, married, and basks in publicity, rather than shies away from it. Imagine his mortification, then, when he appears in the town of Powderkeg and discovers that the local newspaper has credited his celebrated crime-busting cases to an elongated man, with another name and a different face. I love these back-of-the-book elongated man stories. Yeah? I don't know if I've actually read any. This is my first time reading this this particular comic. Look out! Our prisoner's breaking free! The newspaper was right. Abner Trotter really is the elongated man. Leaving his wife Sue as a house guest of the millionaire cowboy Amos Hurd, Ralph Elongated Man makes a business trip to the nearby mining town of Powderkeg. It's too late in the day to look into my mining interests here, so what can a fellow do for kicks in this small town? Editor's note, see Detective Comics 340, Mystery of the Millionaire Cowboy. Ralph Dibny. I'll drop in on the local newspaper and see what kind of publicity it's been giving me as the Elongated Man. Were my feats played up on the front page? Were they buried in the back? Or didn't I get any notices at all? Minutes later, he is in the reading room. Ah, here we are. The big front page spread. Elongated man solves riddle of purple pony. But this picture of the elongated man isn't mine, any more than the name underneath it. Did you see the version of the CW Flash TV show? They ended up firing the actor for bad social media posts? Uh, is this a new thing? I imagine it is, if it has something to do with social media. I no, I really don't pay any attention to new comic stuff. I mostly just do the old stuff. uh, that's unfortunate if anyone liked the actor, though. Bummer. Issue after issue tell the same story. Abner, elongated man, Trotter, broke up the bottleneck, smashed the counterfeit ring, solved the case of the curious compass. CW has a show, The Flash, on for 10 years. Wow, 10 years? After 5 years, they introduced Elongated Man with somewhat suspect FX. Oh, is the special effects for the elongation not good? Nose twitching furiously, as it always does when it senses a strange mystery. Ralph is about to barge into the editor's office next door when... Where's the editor? Mr. Trotter is down in the press room, Mr. Moulton. Get him up here on the double. Elongating an ear, Ralph gets an earful. Trotter, we got a scoop for you. So important we're going to put it out in extra right away. Yeah, guess who we spotted driving into town and captured? The elongated man, your son. A stunned Ralph Dibny listens as... You folks in Powder Keg gotta realize us Mortons own this place. What we say is law. You obey us, or you'll all get what your son's gonna get. We'd have never known your son was the crime-busting elongated man if it wasn't for them terrific write-ups you gave him. We're gonna make an example of the elongated man. You tell everybody in that extra to be in town square at tonight at midnight. Any hopes they had the elongated man would return here to rid the town of the Morton brothers will end at midnight. Know what we mean? After the Mortons leave... Oh, Mr. Dibny. I was hoping you'd show up in town. We sure can use the elongated man's help. What's going on around here? If you know from the press service releases, I suppose that I'm the elongated man. What's the idea of giving your son credit for my work? Elongated Man was a few of the animated Justice League episodes around the year 2000? Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Was on a few, that is? Cool. Yeah, I don't really know a whole lot about Elongated Man. It was a scheme I worked out. In desperation, the Morton brothers control the people of this town with such an iron hand I wanted to give my neighbors a ray of hope, even while I was protecting you. Protecting me? How? I knew you'd brought in interest in the Powder Keg mines, and that you'd pay us a visit soon. To prevent the Mortons from waylaying you when you arrived, I credited your criminal cases to my boy, a roving engineer who wasn't due home for a year or so, but the people have been hoping that Abner, when he did return, would save them from the Mortons. Sorry for the freaking... My allergies are terrible. 6 months ago, those 4 hard-case brothers stormed into town and took over the place, lock, stock, and barrel. And unless you do as we say, you and your town get blown up. We got time bombs secretly planted all over the place. They're geared to explode by themselves unless we personally reset the timing device every 10 hours. Jeez. They began taking 90% of all mining profits, a situation I knew would bring you here to look into leaving us, the rest to live on. You'll live as long as you play along with us. It won't do you any good to get outside help. If we're imprisoned or not around to reset the bombing device, goodbye powder keg and everything in it. As John Trotter concludes his narrative, but why didn't you phone me or write to me? I'd have figured out a way to round up the Mortons without any danger to yourselves. I tried that, but always missed connections. You're always on the go. Do you really think you can capture the Mortons and still find the hidden bomb in time? What a burden having to reset the bomb all the time. That's what I'm thinking, yeah. Oh well. I guess it's worth it if you get 90% of the profits. Ralph frowns thoughtfully a moment, then. I have a plan that should work, but I'll need your help. Let's go where we can talk this over in private. Not too long afterward, while the Mortons are out to dinner in the basement of their house, the makeup kit Batman gave me after our adventure in the case of the Museum of Mixed Up Men sure came in handy. See Detective Comics number 331. Two twin faces come eye to eye. Huh? You're me. I'm you. But I'm the real elongated man disguised to look like you. I figured the Mortons would have you holed up somewhere in their house. I've come here to free you and take your place. Shortly. Now that you're dressed in the slacks and shirt I brought along, here's what you must do. Left alone, the imprisoned, elongated man waits and waits until... Time to go, Trotter. It's about midnight. Doom hour for the elongated man. Everybody's waiting in the town square, so let's get the show on the road. The next moment. Be right with you. I've been waiting for my elongating powers to renew themselves so I can get out of this fix. I gotta play the part of Abner Trotter, so that phony excuse will explain why I haven't jumped them before. Knobby fists blast straight out as the stretchable sleuth erupts into a shower of loose ropes and torn clothes. You've had your way around here too long. Fool, capture us and your townspeople will pay the price. Sock, Zock. He dives between the legs of two other Mortons. What's he up to? He arches his back and drives ceilingward. Thump, thump. Up is the right word. As he drops toward the floor, his legs stretch out onto two chairs. That takes those two out of action. Now to return to my first two customers. Jeez. Jeez. Okay, we're almost at the end. Continued second page following, okay. 40 Army, Navy, Marines. All authentic medals and insignias. This wonderful set includes 40 all different medals, collar insignias, cue bars, shoulder emblems, ratings, ribbons, chevrons, etc. You can wear them, mount them, trade them. They're exciting, interesting, and historical. Alright. Only $1.49. The ductile detective does the split, ramming both chairs across the floor, and Hope Abner's standing by, ready to follow instructions. Thud! Wham! Even from this position, the Sultan of Sleuth is a rough customer. Focus a bit more. Good! One of them is escaping. Pow! Yes, one man alone flees from the elongated man, but only because it's been planned that way. Buck Morton hot-foots it through the night with vengeance in his heart. I'll get even with that elongated man. I won't wait for the time device to explode those bombs. I'll do it right now. When the ductile detective brings his prisoners to the town square, he gets a mixed reception. Abner's come back to town just as we've been hoping, and captured the Morton brothers. There's only 3 of them. We're still in trouble. Fear runs like wildfire through the people of Powder Keg. We're sitting on a real powder keg, hidden bombs waiting to go off any time now. Let the Mortons go before it's too late. Relax, everybody. I have the situation under control. Just take it easy. He's got a plan, guys. He's got a plan. In a back street part of town, Buck Morton drops a rope ladder over an abandoned well. The time device is so cleverly hidden, like the bombs, that only I or my brother can find it. On the dry floor of the unused well, he lifts out a big stone, revealing the detonation gauge needle is halfway. I'll push it over to on. But even as he lifts his hand... Huh? You did just what the elongated man figured you'd do. Hightailed it for the bombing device. Thump. A fist connects with teeth, rattling power. As soon as you bullies start losing, you want to smash everything. He knew you'd come when you realized the jig was up. Dragging the unconscious Morton brother by his ankle, Abner Trotter makes his appearance in the town square. It went off like clockwork, elongated man. I deactivated the timing device and found a map that showed where the other bombs were hidden. We can destroy them at our leisure now. The curious people flock around the twin Trotters. Will somebody tell us what this is all about? How can there be two Abner Trotters? Folks, you can read all about it in the paper tomorrow. Soon after, in the editor's office, your visit to Powder Keg was a timely one, elongated man, even if my son's wasn't. Yes, my surprise visit would have been a disastrous one if it weren't for you. Your father built you up as a paper hero, Abner, but you proved to be a real-life one. Powder Keg is proud of both of you. Somewhat later, in the home of the cowboy millionaire, Amos Hurd, my female intuition tells me you solved another strange mystery while you were away, Ralph. Tell me about it. You'll read about it in tomorrow's Powder Keg Courier, dear. It'll tell the story far more vividly than I ever could. Everybody wants to sell those papers, eh? Alright, the end. We will give you $5 for any 1955 half dollar. Check the value of your coins now in Brownlee's Green Book of Rare Coins. Alright. Batman's Hotline. Dear Editor, when I saw the March Detective comic cover featuring the Deep Freeze Menace, I thought, oh, that's nice. Batman's fighting a caveman now. First it was an elephant, then a joker, a grasshopper, an outsider, and now a caveman. Being in a bad mood, I grumbled, brother, this better be good, and by gosh it was. Here's what I especially liked about it. 1. It took place at night, as best befits a Batman yarn. 2. The story was quite humorous in spots, providing a welcome comic relief from the tension. 3. The artwork was different. Boy, was it. Then I read the Elongated Man story and found it even better than the Batman one. It was just about the best written and illustrated Elongated Man story I've read. The title, Case of the 20 Grand Payoff, explained the story as well as the story itself did. Once again, I found 3 positive factors in the story. Terrific artwork, baffling mystery, hilarious action. By the way, my compliments on your new Batman logo. It's go, go, go! Dick Ruprecht, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. If you like to go, pal, brace yourself for a terrific going over in the forthcoming September issue when Batman, Robin, and Elongated Man team up again to fight the secret war of the Phantom General. Dear Editor, in my opinion, The Deep Freeze Menace was one of the finest stories I have ever read in detective, perhaps one of the best ever. In what other story has 5 pages traipsed by before the magazine's star is introduced? I like this technique every once in a while because it gives the story a prologue flair that greatly adds to the legitimate flavor that so many comics need so often. Another thing I enjoyed about the story was Batman's confusion on hearing Clag, the Cro-Magnon, give voice to the object of his hate, a prehistoric second-story man named Brug. Author Gardner Fox is having the world's first flatfoot, apologies to any policemen reading this, wrongly interpret the Brug as Bruce, and thus a threat to his anonymity, enhanced the realism of Batman quite a bit in my eyes. Instead of the perfect Sir Galahad with senses impervious to interference and definitely invulnerable to being fooled, the Cape Crusader now emerges as simply a mysterious masked policeman, as human as any of us, who can be tricked and hornswoggled by fate as easily as the next superhero. Guy H. Lillian III, Walnut Creek, California. Dear Editor, I enjoy your stories very much, but there is one thing that bothers me. How come Batman gets all the glory? I think Robin deserves just as much credit. For instance, when Batman and Robin are on patrol and crooks spot them, they usually say, "It's Batman, beat it." They hardly ever bother to mention Robin and the part he plays on the team. How about giving Robin the credit he deserves, huh? Andrew Ice, Stratford, Connecticut. In June, Robin saw solo action in Robin's unassisted triple play. But next issue's detective deals more pertinently with the issue you raised in The Midnight Raid of the Robin Gang. Hornswoggled. Yeah, what a word. We need to, like, I don't know. I want to use that word more often. It's a good word. Lucky Charms, new toasted oat cereal with marshmallow bits and lucky shapes. It's a charming cereal, simply charming. Friend, dare you risk a dime? For a new $1 million He-Man body, strength powered with 520 mighty muscles, to become a star in any sport, a success is everything. Rush to me, your last chance coupon below. I'll rush you free my professional secrets. How to gain up to 50 pounds of mighty muscle. How to lose up to 50 pounds of ugly, dangerous fat. Good accent. Alright. And that was, well, there's an ad on the back here for America's most exciting war game, Task Force. It's kind of cool. 2 giant battlefields, a total size of 3 square feet. 6 islands in the Pacific Ocean, beautifully colored. Interesting, okay. It's actually a game. That looks fun. Cool. Well, that was Detective Comics number 341. I am gonna go take some medicine and, like, go lay down or something. I feel awful. Thank you for, oh gosh, sorry. Thank you for being with me today on this comic book club. Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. We are gonna finish Persona on the PS1 tomorrow. And hopefully it won't take up the entire stream. Hopefully we can start something new. That would be pretty cool. But yeah, we'll finish that tomorrow because we're at the final dungeon. And yeah, we'll be back again next Sunday, as always. Assuming I don't get sick or something. I hope not. Yeah, for more comic book, we'll continue the Ghost Rider, the Star Wars, and some other stuff. Much love. Take good care. You too. Nicholas Petrus, Chaos Nick, Indie Dev Guy, Cafe Man, Retro Perspective, Eligod, everybody. Hey, thank you so much for hanging out. Supreme Absol, Frederico, thank you guys. I'm going to go raid someone. So you can stick around for the raid if you want to get a few bonus channel points. I think you get like 250 channel points for being part of a raid. I don't know. Let's see who's on. But yeah, thanks for hanging out, everyone. I'll be back tomorrow with some Persona. All right, who do we have here? Who's streaming? It's Kodathan is playing Final Fantasy X. Ooh.
I've got balls of steel.
You know what? I think I'm going to raid It's Kodathan. I love some Final Fantasy X. That sounds awesome. I don't think I've ever... Well, no, I have raided him, like, once. Yeah, let's give him a raid. It'll be cool. Hopefully I spelled that right. And yeah, I think that's it. Cool. All right. Have a good night, everybody. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye. Good night. Good night.